Well, Alexa, thanks very much for coming on the program this afternoon.
Glad to be with you, Cam. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. And, it is so good to be able to talk about good news from California for a change. The legislative session is over, and no bad bills this time around. This is fantastic.
Yeah, this is excellent news, especially out of California, as you said. Of course, Assembly Bill 1810, which would have established a registration system, Assembly Bill 1934, which was trying to outlaw open carry, and Assembly Bill 2358, which was intended to be some sort of cleanup bill. These bills all went nowhere, and we have definitely a bipartisan effort, but in large part Republicans to thank for all of this. I'm hearing that as far as Assembly Bill 1934 goes, that basically the Republicans filibustered it, and the Democrats kind of lost interest, and it ended up going nowhere. And we definitely have our members to thank as well, because I'm hearing that on Assembly Bill 1810 and 2358 in particular, that these guys were being flooded with phone calls, and that frankly they were worried to vote for these bills. They were worried what would happen come election time if they did.
That's right. And it's great to hear that. I love to hear that politicians are concerned about how a vote may impact their reelection chances.
Yeah.
I love the fact that, as time is running out in Sacramento and the, as you say, the anti-gun leadership in the California Assembly, which is primarily Democratic, as I understand it, it was really coming down to the wire. There was like less than an hour to go in the session, and the Republicans kept taking their sweet time talking about the open carry bill, and finally the Democrats said, fine, we're going to put it aside. We've got other bills we've got to go to. That's fantastic. It's great news.
It's great news. Yeah, the Democrats basically lost interest after a lot of talk about the bill. So
yeah,
we're very pleased.
I don't know if you saw this or not, Alexa. I just ran across a news story yesterday showing that maybe the tide is starting to turn a little bit in California for gun owners. In San Diego County, Democrats have held a voter registration lead. Thousands more registered Democrats than registered Republicans in San Diego County until now. For the Republicans have taken over now. There are more registered Republicans in San Diego County than Democrats. And, again, I like that the Second Amendment, I want it to be a bipartisan issue. I want it to be a nonpartisan issue. I want every politician to support the Second Amendment. But in California, where it's become so politicized, it's great to see that we've got more allies coming to the field.
Absolutely. That is good news.
So, all right. So, speaking of voters and registering to vote and party affiliations and things of that nature, we are getting closer to Election Day. Just a little more than 60 days from now.
Wow, is that it?
Yeah, can you believe it? It's going to be a busy couple of months. It's going to feel more like 6 months for you folks at NRA ILA.
Yeah, it is.
Because there are going to be all kinds of events. In fact, one event taking place. I say event, let's say events taking place all across the state of Missouri tomorrow.
That's right. Wayne LaPierre and Chris Cox both will be flying around the state of Missouri tomorrow with Roy Blunt and with former Governor Matt Blunt. And they have a very special announcement to make. I'm not going to reveal anything, but you might have your guesses, but you'll have to tune in. And I know you guys will be out there as well. They've got stops in 6 different cities throughout the day, and they'll be making that announcement at each stop. And so we definitely want folks, if they're in the area, to please stop by these different locations. We've got them listed on our website, the exact addresses and the times, but the cities are Cape Girardeau, Columbia, Springfield, Joplin, St. Joseph, and Kirksville, Missouri. So we're really looking forward to that event. It should be a good time.
Absolutely. And as I understand it, Wayne and Chris will not actually be using a plane to fly around the state. Instead, Chuck Norris will just blow, and he'll actually be able to fly Wayne and Chris all across the state of Missouri.
I'm sure Chuck can probably pull that off. If anybody can do it, Chuck can do it.
It's a new Chuck Norris fact. By the way, are you in love with the word blooger yet?
I am, but hey, we're not allowed to use that.
Oh, that's right. I don't
Right?
want Randy upset with me.
You don't want me to get mad. I love Bluger. That's a new one to me.
It's fantastic. I love that ad. I'm going to be watching that ad over and over again. All right, so one more bit of election-related news here. Coming up September 14th in Massachusetts, it's primary day, and the NRA has made a big endorsement in the Republican primary in Massachusetts for one of the 7th congressional district, I believe.
It's actually in the 10th.
10th,
Yeah,
okay.
10th congressional district. That's right. We've just actually just today released that we will be endorsing Jeff Perry for Congress in Massachusetts' 10th congressional district. He's very strong on our hunting and shooting rights. He's a big Second Amendment supporter, and he definitely has an A rating with us, and he has the endorsement of the NRA PVF.
I on a personal note, Representative Perry has been on this program on a number of occasions, so I appreciate any politician from Massachusetts who will come on NRA News very proudly, and Representative Perry has done that. And this is a big opportunity in Massachusetts because the 10th congressional district right now, held by Congressman Delahunt, who is an F-rated. He's retiring, and this is an opportunity to go from an F to an A in the general election.
Right. Let's do it. Let's carry that steam on and vote for Jeff Perry. He's just got, like I said, an outstanding record when it comes to Second Amendment issues. There's no better person to fill this seat, and we certainly hope the NRA members, as well as any other gun owners and hunters, will get out and vote for Jeff Perry.
All right. Well, listen, Alexa, we'll let you get back to it. I know it's a very busy time for you at NRA ILA, but appreciate you taking a few minutes, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
All right. Sounds great. Have a good night, Cam.
You too. Alexa Fritz, media liaison with NRA's Institute for Legislative Action, joining us here on Cam and Company.